Alright, let's talk about TSR and Gen Con and D&D, because I like to fucking play myself some D&D. And I was introduced to D&D by my brother, who was introduced to D&D by our brother, from another mother. Same father, but different mother. Shout out to Aaron Haskins. Anyways, so here's the thing, and I want to explain this very, very clearly. Wizards of the Coast have contributed absolutely nothing to D&D. 4th edition is utter garbage, and 5th edition is for kids who want to play Skyrim. Okay? You want to dye your hair blue and play Skyrim, just play fucking Skyrim, dude. No one's stopping you, right? Alright, now let's get back to TSR. So TSR created a game for nerds. For nerds, right? Nerds who want to calculate, who want to, like, set weights, who want to figure out how far they can travel in a day based on said weight, who actually, like, want to create a class to play that class. So if I want to do magic, I'm going to do a magic class. I'm going to be a sorcerer or a wizard, right? If I wanted to, you know, swing a sword, I'll choose a different class. If I want to talk to animals, I'll choose a class that does that. This is the problem with Wizards of the Coast, and why they have taken the IP and ruined it. They just rammed it into the fucking ground. Okay, TSR made 1st edition, 2nd edition, AD&D, and 3rd edition. Wizards of the Coast took control at some point in that because TSR went under, and they've added stuff on 3.5. 3.5 is actually the point where it started getting garbagey. They nerfed the monk. They basically added everything to every freaking class. Their stories are contrived and dumb, and I guess they have more connections, so they're able to make video games and stuff. But here's the thing, is actual D&D is for actual nerds, right? If you think for literally 1 second that orcs are referring to black people, you're the racist, right? You're the racist. And anyone who wants to play understands that orcs are orcs. They're a completely different species. They're a completely different thing, right? We can actually get into racism there between elves, dwarves, humans, orcs, gnomes, halfles, whatever, right? So, first of all of you are fakes. Most of you are fakes. The people who will actually play D&D, they're hanging out at 3rd edition and below. Okay? Just point of fact. Just point of fact, right? Because 5th edition is for people who want to play Skyrim. You can just play Skyrim, right? And I've seen people, and they can only do these things out of books. They can only do modules. They don't have any imagination, right? So that's number one. A lot of you are fakes. Absolute fakes. Who are complaining about it? Absolutely. Absolute fakes complaining about it. Number two, the guy's name's Gygax. Gygax invented the goddamn Gen Con, alright? So, basically, this is something that happened. You disgusting Kool-Aid-haired people came into something that you weren't basically barred from because there's no physical barrier, because it's not like sports where you obviously can't hang or anything else where you're obviously not wanted. It's just a group of people who are like, hey, you want to join? That's great. That's how most nerds are. Most nerds are inviting, are welcoming. And then, what do you want to do? You want to gatekeep. You argue about not gatekeeping, and then you want to gatekeep. It's fucking stupid. This is why we have to gatekeep against you. This is why. Right? So, I mean, here's the thing. All Kool-Aid-haired individuals have a level of disgustingness to them. And I'm not even judging any sort of race or class or anything. I'm just saying you Kool-Aid-haired people, you suffer from apiomatolism. It's poison color, or color signifying poison. You're like poison tree frogs or wasps or jellyfish. It's just, you're jellyfish. You jellyfish people on Twitter need to grow the hell up and understand that you don't get to demand of other people and then claim that there's some sort of boogeyman to get other people to get them away. None of you actually play D&D. None of you are into fantasy. You all just want to take something that's cool because we made it cool. Us nerds made it cool. Us dorks made it cool. The people who could ramble for hours about stupid little subjects and lore. We made it cool, right? Because we put energy into it, and you just want that. You want attention. That's why you have your Kool-Aid hair. That's why you take your them, they, whiz, was pronouns, right? Because you want attention. It's a look at me, here I am thing. And the fact that you're trying to bar somebody who, like, he's not even Gary Gygax, he's Gary Gygax Jr., where the hell do you get off? Where the hell do you get off? Right? So it's like, it's as if you're trying to, like, kick Christopher Tolkien out of the Tolkien Society, which seems to not even be about Tolkien. I mean, if you were creative in any sense and form, you wouldn't need to take control over other people's things. Right? Right. And TSR created actually the better versions of D&D. Better versions. It's far better. Right? You know it's true. Have you ever played 3rd edition versus 5th edition? Yeah, it's if you're not a magic class, you don't have access to magic unless you're using an item. Just go play Skyrim. Go fucking play Skyrim. God damn. Stupid. And all you Twitter thing, I'm glad I'm not on that twatter. It's for twats. You know you're being monitored by the government. I'm pretty sure that's happening here, but I mean, it's only whatever I upload. And in that fact, that's what I want people to see. But it's fucking stupid, man. Just get over yourselves. And another thing is, if you think you're a fan of D&D and you haven't played 3rd edition, you're not actually a fan of D&D. You just want to play Skyrim. So go play Skyrim. You don't have to hang. No one wants you here. No one wants you here. Go make your own thing. Oh, right, because no one wants to hang out with what you fucking want to do. So that's why you have to take over control of somebody else's thing. Because you're parasites. You're Kool-Aid haired parasites. Kool-Aid haired parasites. Alright, that's about what I gotta say. I'm just angry about everything going on these days. And look, we know these kids. These are the kids who came up to people in the playground and just made an accusation to the teacher and be like, oh, he did this thing because blah, 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 blah. He's having fun and I'm not. We all know these people. We've all met these people. Pathetic.